Hey everybody, how can you build a successful mousetrap for enrolling new customers and new team members? Well, guess what? Do you remember the old school mousetraps? You know, the little wooden ones with the spring and the snap? Well, what did you do? You would set them up and you just wait for snap. Now that right there, can we learn anything from that in, you know, generating new leads, new customers, new prospects, new enrollments in our business? Now, if you remember those mousetraps, put hashtag mousetrap below. Now, in recent years, we've used kind of a different style that's, you know, where you set the sticky trap and then you just wait for them to get stuck. So it's whatever way, whether you like the humane way or the inhumane way, we're not really talking about mouse traps here. But can you use social media to set your own mousetrap for your business? Now, this is kind of part 3 in the organic social media growth series that I've been doing the last few weeks. And, you know, the first 2, there was just so much involved with just basic organic growth and interaction that I did that in 2 episodes. This is the 3rd in the series. This is actually trying a different way instead of, you know, reaching out to friends of friends or prospecting through groups. This is actually a little bit different way that's kind of getting closer to where we want to be in marketing. But you decide for yourself if this is something that you can be successful with or not. But let's dive into it. So this is all about how you show up on social media, what you're posting, and how you're posting. Now, let me know if you've done this before. So put hashtag Ben there if this is something that you've been taught to do and you've actually done before. You post results of what's going on in your business, whether that's a customer that, you know, had an awesome vacation, or you're with a health and wellness company and a customer that has, you know, dropped some pounds or drops some size in their clothes and that kind of stuff. You're posting successful results. Now, it gets even better if you will take and after posting those results, put a call to action. Tell people what you want them to do. Hey, message me if you would like some help in this. You know, you're starting to generate some intrigue. You're starting to generate some interest. You know, one of the troubles with that, though, is that friends and family can see that as being a little bit spammy as well. So just keep that in mind. I've lost friends and been blocked over this kind of stuff. So just keep that in mind. But there are 2 main ways that you can set this mousetrap. The first way that we're going to dive into today is that you can lead with the opportunity. So over here, you're leading with the opportunity to create another business, to create a side stream of income. And that's really the appeal, because let's be honest, who doesn't want an opportunity to make more money? Now, some people are willing to actually put in the time and effort that it takes to do it, and those are the people that we want on our teams. But the focus is all about growing your team, building up new team members, adding to that, and then you're going to help them try to be successful in their endeavors, and as a result, you become more successful in yours. Some ways to do this as you're posting about the opportunity, your rags to riches story, talking about, you know, income or lifestyle. But what if you don't have any of those results yet? What do you do? And this is, you know, as I first got started, you know, if you don't have the results, you can't claim the results, because if you lie, people will find out about it and they'll be leaving your organization faster than they got started. So you always want to be honest. You always want to tell the truth. And if you haven't had those results yet, don't claim to have the results. But what you can do is borrow other people's stories. So get to know people in your company, get to know their stories. Even better if they can actually join you on a Facebook Live like this or something and jump on and share their story with you. But one of the major challenges with this is you have to do it right. You know, compliance is a big thing right now. You have to sometimes get those disclaimers. And it's kind of weird to post this thing on your Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or wherever you're doing this, right? If you have to post this weird disclaimer, you know, results not typical, this takes work, time, energy, effort, you know, all that kind of stuff, all that legal stuff. When you post that, people are just like, what are you talking about? So it just looks weird. And compliance and staying in good standing with your company and good standing with the law, the FTC, especially in the US, those are big things. So what if you don't want to do that? Well, how about another way to stay more compliant that's a little simpler to do? You can actually lead with the product. And I'm sure your companies are going to love this because the product being out there, like posting pictures of your product and stuff like that, and even results of what the product has done for people, that's free advertising for them, right? You are marketing, you are advertising for the company that you're with, but all you're doing is raising awareness, right? So are we really marketing? Have we convinced someone, or shown someone is probably the better way to put it, shown someone how that we can help solve their problems, a struggle, a challenge, something that they're dealing with. So the first thing is, the easiest way to do it and stay compliant is a customer case study. If you have a customer, or you know somebody else's story of a customer case study that you can share, where, you know, this was the start and this was the finish, clearly defined, and dramatic results. Those obviously are impactful. So that can be a good way to start, especially like health and wellness stuff. That right there can be like, oh, look at that transformation. That's awesome, right? All this is focused on new customers. So we're not focused on enrolling team members, we're focused on enrolling new customers. And even better if they're repeat customers, right? They keep coming back for more. But the goal, you know, in all of this is duplication of effort, right? So we do want those team members to enroll, but over time, people that are just like diehard fans of the products will be like, oh, you mean I can sell this too and be a distributor, make some money at this? Well, yeah. And people are like, yeah, I believe in this product. I'd be happy to tell people about it, right? And so you'll eventually kind of trickle in some new customers, new team members that were customers also along the way. The good news is that oftentimes those can be, you know, your diehard go-getter team members, but they also need some training as you enroll them and bring them in. So some ways to think about this. So think about maybe a travel industry that you're able to show how you were able to take a trip with little to no money out of your own pocket, right? That could be intriguing for someone to be like, oh, I'm interested. Snap! That's your mousetrap, right? Health and wellness, you show, you know, I lost, let's say, 40 pounds in 4 months. Somebody's like, oh yeah, I could have a 40 pounds to lose. I wonder how they did it. Snap! Mousetrap, right? So this is what we're doing, and you're generating that intrigue, and all with that call to action. Remember to have that call to action because you want them to message you. Your goal is to get conversations, and so this organic growth method is all centered around generating conversations. So that being said, as we've been going through this training series, I've got some more training in this series about how to build more growth in your company and your team. So if you guys want to see a way to really put octane in the tank, to really get speed and momentum going in your business, drop hashtag speed below and let me see what your interest is in, and we'll see how we can get another training that's going to help you get speed and momentum in growing your business. And that will be coming maybe next week. We'll have to see. But drop hashtag speed below, and let's get this conversation going, because we want to make 2021 the best year ever. So hashtag speed below, check out the other trainings, and come on back next week and let's talk about it. Have a great week, everybody.